What's going on? This is My Life in the Show. I'm your host, Donald Washington. Now, the African Parliament, they just recently voted to take back their land from the white settlers. Did I say settlers? The terrorists that took their land from apartheid in 1948 to 1994. This is My Life in the Show. So now, the South African government, they're looking to take back their land. Here it is, Europeans are over there snatching all the resources out of Africa. The minerals, the gold, the copper, the diamonds, the oil. Africa should be the richest continent on the planet. But it's not. You know why it's not? Europeans are bleeding it, sucking it dry. Sucking it dry. The South African government finally is saying even after 20 years of ending apartheid, Europeans kept all the land and still own most of the land over there in South Africa. Now South African government is finally waking up. But check this out. The irony is, guess who's pissed? Yeah, Europeans are pissed. How? That's racist. How dare you want your land back? I'm going to bring you guys a hilarious video. Someone saying how these people, they want their land back. How dare them? After it's been a lifetime. It's been a long time since that land was took. Sounds familiar. I know the Indians are like, huh? We are like, huh? Even today, Donald Trump wants all Mexicans out the country. And then he wants to close the borders till he quotes, want to figure this out, right? Check out Israel. They're kicking all Africans out. They don't care what happens. If you're an African, get out. You think any Europeans or Americans had anything to say about that? Not one person. Not one word. Nobody. Think Donald Trump had something to say about it? Not a word. Think the Europeans had something to say about it? Not even a little bit. Bring you guys to a video. It's hilarious. Check this out.
It seems that things are explicitly anti-white. The leader of the Economic Freedom Fighters Party, the party who put forward this proposal to take land from these farmers, in 2016 told his supporters that he was, quote, not calling for the slaughter of white people, at least for now. My, how maliciously ominous of him. And regarding this new motion, Malema told Parliament, we must ensure that we restore the dignity of our people without compensating the criminals who stole our land. So yes, South Africa does have a very, very turbulent and violent, just unpleasant, awful history of race relations. And honestly, apartheid, it's true, really wasn't long ago. It ended in the 90s, which if you're watching this now was most likely in your lifetime, so it makes sense that there would still be some resentment, frankly, and yes, healing that needs to happen in the country. But calling these current white farmers criminals and implying that they're thieves, that's just not accurate. And aside from the fact that seizing property from people based on race is not only racist and a violation of basic human property rights, but considering what happened after Zimbabwe tried a similar policy just 18 years ago, taking land from white farmers without compensating them, it also seems like this motion is just bad economic sense.
How dare you want your land back? How dare you want your land back? How dare stand up for yourself? This is our land. We stole it fair and square. How dare we not get compensated? Are you out of your mind? What an idiot. What an idiot. It wasn't that long ago. It was a lifetime ago. It's okay to steal the land. How dare you guys want our land back? Did your ancestors slaughter ours for that land? Yes. Yes, they were slaughtered for that land. Even in America, slaughtered for the land. The Indians were slaughtered. Wipe them all out. Wipe them all out. You think the Europeans had any sympathy for them? None. Why are you calling for sympathy? All the South African government is doing is say, hey, leave, let us get our land. Matter of fact, they're not even asking you to leave. They're just saying, hey, hand back over what is ours. And they got a problem with it. You got a problem with it. South Africa is like, hey, look, we want our land back. Beat it. I'm going to take you guys to what South Africa has to say.
On Tuesday, South Africans, through their publicly elected representatives in Parliament, voted overwhelmingly in support of a motion to accelerate equitable land redistribution through expropriation of land without compensation. Some have become very hopeful, some have become very fearful. It is a question that we will continue to handle with care and with responsibility as the government. There will be no smash and grab of land in our country. That we will not allow.
So good for South Africa. I'm proud of them finally, after so many years of being colonized. Every country in South Africa. Now, for those of you who do not know what apartheid is, here's what apartheid is. Apartheid was a system of segregation and discrimination that existed in South Africa between 1948 and 1944. The system was based on white supremacy and the repression of blacks. Africans, majority in the population, benefited a politically and economically dominant group. You know, the laws remain in effect in South Africa. Still no representation of the government. All their land, resources in Africa was just stolen, taken away. They didn't have any rights under apartheid, South Africans, and they're the majority. Every single country. Now, the reason Africa is not the richest continent on the planet is because of this being colonized and all their land being stolen. The only one, Ethiopia, was the only one that didn't get colonized by the British and the French. Everywhere else was colonized by the British, conquered. People were slaughtered, enslaved. Horrible. And now, finally, South Africa is saying enough is enough. We want our land. Get out. And these people want compensation. Check. Understand what Israel is saying, get out of our country. Black people, we don't want you. Period. Israel is bold. They don't care who knows. They're looking like, look, we don't want black people in our country. Leave. You got 30 days to leave. If you don't leave, we're going to lock you up. Trump doing the same thing with Mexicans. Get out. Close the borders. All South Africa is doing is say, hey, you don't have to leave. Hey, stay. We just want our land. And no girl is talking about, oh, that'd be bad economically. You people, what the fuck is wrong with you? For those of you who don't know who she is, this idiot. This is the page it came from. Roaming Millennial Uncensored, whatever this is. I don't know her name, nor do I care to know this idiot's name. But she is very lost. Very lost European. Very, very lost. The nerve of these people to want their land back. How dare them? That was a lifetime ago. How dare they want their land back? I wonder what the Indians are saying about now. Funny, we heard that before. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Huh. Where do we know that from? We know that. Anyway, good for the South African government to finally stand up for themselves and take back that land. Here it is. Every country in the world is getting rich off of African minerals. Oil, gold, copper, and bleeding it dry. Guess who's not getting paid from it? The African people. The African people. See, here it is. What they do is this. Conquer the government, just like Rwanda. Rwanda was conquered by the Europeans from the French. The French conquered the government, slaughtered everybody, took over the government. Then when they left one family in charge. but that they still run. They take billions from Rwanda and every other country in Africa. This is the same for every country except Ethiopia. So here it is, you leave one family in charge that you run. You take billions from Rwanda, the French does, give that family millions, and the rest of the people in the country get nothing. That's how most of Africa is being ran. That's how it's being ran. That's why they're so poor with so much rich minerals. So if Africa decided to kick all the European invaders, the terrorists that came and took all their land, stole all their land, and take back their own resources, they'd be the richest continent on the planet. Still, to this day. Finally, I'm proud of them. Take back your land. It's yours. Look at what Israel's doing. They ain't got no, they unapologetically. And that, they stole. Stolen land they stole. They're kicking people out of land they stole. It's funny. Trump, Netanyahu, seem like they got the same tactics. Kicking people off land you stole. Then the South African government want to take back their land you stole, and you got a problem with it. That's racist? Then you want compensation? Oh, goodness. I've heard it all. I've heard it all now. Kicking people off land you stole. It's kind of funny. How ironic is that? Anyway, I'm gonna keep a close eye on this. This is a big story coming out of South Africa that they're taking their land, and hopefully they do it very soon. Give them people no compensation. That's your land. They stole that land. Come on. Give them compensation for what? Anyway, I want you to like, comment. There's something else I want to bring you guys to. I want you guys to like, comment. I stay attached to this story. I'm going to bring you guys updates. Hopefully they take their land back very soon. And hopefully they kick out people that invaded their country. Hopefully South Africa say, hey, get out. Just like Trump is doing. Just like Israel's doing. Get out. Our land. It's ours. Hopefully they do that. But right now they just want their land back. That was stolen. Without compensation, of course. Which is amazing. Great. By compensate some stolen land. How you expect to get compensation for something you stole? It's like me breaking into somebody else, stealing their TV, and saying, hey, I want compensation for this stolen TV. You want it back? I need compensation for it. Oh, by the way, how dare you want it back? It's people, man. Anyway, I want you to like, comment, let me know what you think about this video. Peace.